Equestria Girls, a topic that I'm sure will remain controversial for the duration of the Brony fandom. I must be out of my damn head to already be giving my personal view on such a thing, but hey, fortune favors the bold and all that. First off, my overall opinion on the movie. For the most part, I'd say the movie is a passable piece of work for its intent, which, in the end, is to create a new line of dolls for kids. Okay, yeah. It could have been a 90-minute commercial and still achieved this. But honestly, the movie itself wasn't all that bad. The music was fun, the character designs were pretty solid, and the animation, in all honesty, surprised me with its quality. That doesn't mean, however, that it goes on my list of great movies. Hell, it's not even really on my list of good movies. Now, to start with, what's wrong with this movie? Let's kick it off with my primary complaint about the entire thing, which seems to be a pretty widely shared opinion. The romance between Twilight and Flash Sentry. Come on, Miss McCarthy, surely you could have done better than this. You're one of the best writers on staff. Flash is just, well, boring for lack of another word. First of all, the only possible reason shown that he could have liked Twilight is that she's cute. There was no real interaction between them that could have indicated anything else as a reason. Second, why exactly did Twilight become interested and attracted to him? She's a horse. She's a pony. Even if she is in human form, why would a pony find human form attractive in the first place? In all honesty, it made a lot more sense when she blushed at Pegasus Flash Sentry upon returning home. There was no reason for the interest, and the fact that a character was written in just to be a love interest was one of the worst, most cliched moves the franchise could ever have made. If you wanted there to be romance in MLP, something I wholeheartedly approve of if done correctly, then do it correctly. You know, if it's got to be a new character, then write them in and have them grow and develop and become closer to the character over time, rather than just drop them in and have the target blush and giggle for no reason at all. Another thing wrong was the execution of Sunset Shimmer's villainy. I mean, really? When shown as a unicorn, however briefly, she gave off the feel of a powerful, skilled, and intelligent opponent just by how she snuck around everyone and then the skillful execution of the teleportation spell she used against Twilight. I was going, okay, wow, this is gonna be cool. And then we got to the school. I can't tell you how disappointed I was by how such a promising villain was turned into little more than a high school popularity queen. I recognize that they couldn't use their magic in human form, and you know what? That's fine. But it's just not what I was hoping for. Also, her redemption at the end. I think I can see what you were trying to do there. Sunset didn't see that she really had become a monster, as evidenced by her saying that she wasn't. When she transformed into that demon thing, it clearly wasn't what she was expecting, and she changed from a manipulative bitch into an outright tyrant. It's possible she didn't know that she had fallen that far, and was sorry that she had when the elements of harmony changed her back. However, going on the assumption that this was indeed the case, it was very poorly conveyed. Unless one is paying attention to the details in the animation, it's exceedingly easy to miss. Too easy, in fact, and it's possible that I'm just misconstruing the entire thing. I hope I'm not, because that's the only way it makes any sense. Another thing that bothers me, this isn't a big deal, but it just kinda irks me. How is it that Twilight was even permitted to run for the crown in the first place? She wasn't a registered student at the school. Did no one notice this? She quite literally walked into the school and signed up, no questions asked. The only one who makes any mention of a transfer is Fluttershy, and then only briefly. Even Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna never checked their files? The second one bothers me more, considering that when a student gets into trouble, one of the first things done is pulling out their file. Just real sharp there, faculty. I know this is just a nitpick, but, well, it irks me. Another thing that irks me. Where in the hell was Shannon Armour the whole time? His little sister gets her crown stolen and has to risk traveling to an alternate dimension where she could potentially be trapped in 3 days for the span of about 2 years to get her crown back, and he doesn't even show up to wish her luck or to welcome her home? Way to go, BBBFF. Much love. Okay then, that's enough of my bitching and complaining. Let's go into what I actually enjoyed about the movie. Let's start with what really shocked me the most. Spike. I was angry when I found out that they were turning our favorite dragon into a puppy. I legitimately thought that someone on staff had lost their damn minds. Imagine my surprise when the execution of this was perfect! I mean, really! They could not have done any better! Spike was absolutely on top of his game. He was so awesome here. It was pure win. I hate dogs too. How is a dog so freaking cool? Please, Hasbro, I implore you, keep Spike at this level. He is Twilight's #1 assistant for a reason. Don't ever do to him again what you did in Spike at Your Service, please. Look how incredible he can be as a freaking dog. Now take that and put it into the dragon. Also, the music. Fun times had all around. There were 1 or 2 mediocre bits in there, but I have to say, bravo, Mr. Ingram. Well done. And I'm not simply speaking of the musical numbers. I also mean the background music. For a high school setting, it was pretty well nailed. Of course, I also enjoyed the musical numbers themselves, especially the one in the cafeteria. That was a very cute idea, turning the girls into cheerleaders on Twilight's behalf. Thumbs up. Something else I found interesting was Fluttershy. She's a shy girl and still shown to be fairly timid, but I was impressed by the fact that she wasn't depicted in her typical shrinking violet manner. She wasn't afraid to say negative things about Pinkie, actually said, however quietly, to Sunset Shimmer that the crown didn't belong to her, and she didn't hesitate to argue with the girl. It's not a huge change, but the devil is in the details as far as Fluttershy is concerned. I wish she was like this more often. She's still within the realm of shy, but also has grown up a little bit and learned that it's okay to speak up, minus the advice of one nameless Minotaur, whom I'm not even going to really acknowledge. I think I'm done with the details, nitpicking, the little look-arounds. Now let's just have some fun and look at things that were just cute. Insert immature wing boner joke here. Admit it, we've all done this at least once. Derpy! 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 Best lunch lady! A man of few words. My man, back off, bitches. Always troublemakers you are. Because you need to be great and powerful! To use a vending machine. Favorite expression? Yeah, princess apparently doesn't automatically mean elegant and graceful. And that's about all. So, like I said, not exactly top tier of MLP productions, but it's not that bad overall. There were a lot of little things to hate about it, but just as many little things to love, so it kind of balanced out in the end. It's a fun watch, but let's be honest, anyone who opts out of seeing it isn't missing much. Me, personally, I'm content to just wait for Season 4 to come out so I can get some fresh pony viewing. This is Eliora saying, Brawny on! By the way, in any world, Pinkie Pie is terrifying.